YouTube, what is going on, Lakers family? In today's video, we got a special video for you guys today, and I'm going to be talking about 5 realistic trade targets for the Lakers at the center position that I came up with. So, Lakers family, let me know in the comment section what do you guys think of this topic, this idea that I came up with. Now, the first player that I want the Lakers to potentially target at the trade deadline next month is center Daniel Gafford. He's currently playing for the Washington Wizards. He's 25 years of age, so he's young. And the Lakers have prioritized young players, so he would fit on this Lakers team. He's 6'10", that's his height. And he weighs about 234 pounds, so he's very big, very athletic. And for the Wizards end, they're going to be, sours at the trade deadline. This team is just terrible. They're currently on a 3-game losing streak. And just the other night at home, they lost to a young rebuilding team, the San Antonio Spurs. So they only have 7 wins in the regular season. They're 34 losses, and they're the 14th seed in the Eastern Conference. They're 1-9 their last 10 games. And for Daniel Gafford, he's a solid rebounder. He can protect the rim, and he has a nice soft touch around the rim. Really good finisher at the basket. So I could potentially see him, start next to Anthony Davis in the front court, depending on certain matchups. And he can hold down the center position at his own will, especially when Anthony Davis is not on the floor, if he's dealing with injuries, whatever the case may be. Now, this season for the Wizards, he's averaging 10.4 points per game, shooting 68.5% from the field, 7.6 rebounds, 1.6 assists, 2.1 blocks, 0.9 steals, and he's shooting a career high from the free throw line, which is at 73.2%, and he's under contract 3 years at $40 million, but technically 2 years because it's 2024 right now, and he's going to become an unrestricted free agent in 2026. So per year, he's making around 13 million, so that's very reasonable, and I wouldn't mind him on the Los Angeles Lakers. And the Lakers have a great, relationship with the Wizards, making trades in the past, so I could definitely see this happening. Now, the next player that I do want to talk about is Kelly Olynyk. I always talked about him in my previous videos on this channel, and I wouldn't mind him on the Lakers. He's not a guy that's going to, protect the rim, but he's a guy that's going to be a scorer, three-point shooter. He's shooting the three ball really well at 41.1% for the Utah Jazz, which is a career high. And he's a very physical presence in the paint. Not really a guy that's going to protect the rim, like I said, but he can really defend on the post and help on the board count. And the Utah Jazz are just going to be sellers, right? Now, I will say they've been playing some better basketball. They're a game ahead of the Lakers, which the Lakers are the 10th seed. We're currently 21-22. We're 4-6 in the last 10 games. Now, the Utah Jazz, they do have 22 wins, 22 losses. They're the 9th seed in the Western Conference, and Kelly Olynyk is on expiring contract, so he's under contract 3 years, which is about to end this offseason because he's going to become unrestricted free agent 2024 in the summer, and per year is making around 12 million, so he's pretty reasonable. I wouldn't mind him on the Los Angeles Lakers. And then the next player, I do want to talk about Drummond. I know a lot of people are not a big fan of his, but he's 30 years of age, which is actually crazy because it does feel like he's older than that, but he's a former Laker. He played for us the 2020-21 season, and he averaged, 10.2 rebounds, which is very good. But like the first game in his debut, he had like a toe injury, so I wasn't really the biggest fan of him on the Los Angeles Lakers. I know a lot of Lakers fans don't like him, but whatever. He's still a solid rebounder. And to be honest, guys, I could definitely see him being in the buyout market, right? Once again, he signed with the Lakers in the buyout market in the 2020-21 season. And this season, he's averaging, 8.4 rebounds and 16 minutes per game. So he's not really getting too much minutes over there. And he's going to bring that physicality, that toughness in the paint. He's not a guy that's going to start, right, but he's going to be a backup big to Anthony Davis in the front court. So you don't really need to start him. And he's under contract 2 years, $6 million. So per year is make around $3 million. So he's very cheap. And the Lakers, I could see them signing him in the buyout market. So he's going to be unrestricted free agent this offseason 2024. And then the next player that I really want to talk about is Clint Capela, the center of the Atlanta Hawks. He's probably my favorite, candidate. And he's 29 years of age. He's a veteran. He played 6 seasons for the Houston Rockets with James Harden, and this is his 4th season with the Atlanta Hawks, right? And he's a center. He's averaging 11.2 points per game, shooting 57.8% from the field, 10.4 rebounds, which is very good. He's one of the best rebounding bigs in the league, which the Lakers can use because Our offensive rebounds are not that good. Defense rebounds, we give up too much, and Anthony Davis cannot play the center by himself, right? Or in the front court. So we need a center, and Jackson Hayes is just not the answer. He's not really getting too much minutes for the Lakers. He's only playing around 10.2 minutes, and when he is playing, he's getting garbage minutes. Now, I will say for Clint Capela, he's averaging 1 assist, 1.7 blocks, 0.7 steals, and he's shooting a career high from the free throw line at 65.1% from the free throw line, which is terrible. He's a career 54.1% free throw shooter, and he's under contract 2 years, 45 million, and per year is make around 22 million. So he's under contract till 2025 when he becomes an unrestricted free agent. And the reason why the Atlanta Hawks may do this is because they're planning to keep, the star point guard in Trae Young, Jalen Johnson. Those are like the two players that they mainly want to keep, and they're going to want to, free up some cap space on this team. And this team is just not a very good team this year, right? Now, I will say the Los Angeles Lakers, they didn't want to include Austin Reeves in that trade for DeJounte Murray. And the Atlanta Hawks said that they would add, more players in this trade, maybe a Bogdan Bogdanovic, a Sadiq Bey, or maybe a Clint Capela. So I could see it only happening if the Lakers are willing to trade Austin Reeves. But if the Lakers are not willing to trade Austin Reeves, then they're probably just going to get DeJounte Murray, give up their 2029 first-round pick, 2 picks, I believe, and like Jap compensation, Jalen Hood-Schifino and D'Angelo Russell, because the trade was centered around D'Angelo Russell, but he would have to be on a third team. So the third team would take on D'Angelo Russell, so they will get some assets in return. And then for the last player that I do want to talk about is Nick Richards. He's playing for the Charlotte Hornets, which this team is just terrible. They're 2-8 in the last 10 games. They're the 13th seed in the Eastern Conference, and they're 9-31 in their conference, right? Which is terrible. And they're going to be sellers too at the trade deadline. Now, we'll say he's 26 years of age. This is his 4th season with the Charlotte Hornets. He's 7 foot tall, so he's very tall. And he's the tallest player out of this list that I mentioned in this video. He weighs about 245 pounds. This season for the Charlotte Hornets, he's averaging 8.7 points per game, shooting 67.5% from the field, which is a career high. Averaging 7.6 rebounds, 0.8 assists, 1.3 blocks, 0.4 steals, and he's shooting a career high from the free throw line at 76%, which he's not a really good free throw shooter, but he doesn't really space out the floor. He's a rim protector. He's a guy that's going to run, rim runner, a lob threat. Not really a guy that spaces out the floor, but he's shown that he's capable, has the ability to knock down the mid-range shot anywhere on the floor. But he is under contract 3 years with about $15 million. And per year's make around $5 million for the Charlotte Hornets. So he's going to become unrestricted free agent in 2026. So Lakers fans, you guys let me know in the comment section on these 5 targets that I made up on this video. Make sure you guys drop a like on this video, smash the subscribe button, turn on notification bell for future Lakers content. I really appreciate that a lot. And we're on the road to 3K subs, which is actually insane. And follow my socials. I'm going to put the link in the description so you guys can go check out my socials. I got a second YouTube channel called Mr. 81 Shorts, which I pretty much post shorts on there, like my TikTok page. I post updates, rumors, trades, all that good stuff on my TikTok. I also got an Instagram if you guys want to go reach me out so you guys can go talk to me about Lakers basketball. Let's talk hoops, right? But anyways, I'm out of here. Peace.